Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So here we are again, and you know, the year is coming to a close. It's kind of fun. It's always an interesting time when we come to the end of a year. I kind of like it, actually. So anyway, but we want to talk about shifting our ancestral DNA today, and we're going to do some exercises in getting that accomplished. So let's start with the crew. Everyone's here. Saint Germain, Lord Katumi. Lord Katumi led the last one predominantly, and we'll see who starts to talk to me this time. And then our cosmic thrust oil, 1 drop. Rub your hands together, bring it into your aura, cup it together, deep breath in. And that short 15-second meditation will get you right back in line when you get a little cranky. Something I know nothing about. Anyway. When I get tired, I get cranky, but that's about the only time I really get cranky. I get, you know how you get, what do you do the thing when you get hungry and angry? Well, I would do the thing with tired and yeah, I get cranky. So anyway, so then that's because your energy is running down, and you are running down. It's the end of the day, right? So you're tired. So you have to really be sure to control your energy and your space. So that's a really important time to tube and wear your empathic shield, because it's a time when you're a little bit more vulnerable. So you really want to shut off everything that doesn't need to be on. And that will help you with that if you have that same thing where if I get cranky, I know I got to shut systems off, because I'm out of energy, and then I'll juice up again, and you'll do what you need to do to get your energy up and keep it going. But if you do have that, that's what it is. You're just running out of energy, which is in one way normal at the end of the day. Yet we want to be at our high energy 24/7. And that's the alarm bell to all empaths. That's your alarm bell. I get cranky, to be able to just shift it and not let yourself fall into any negative behavior. So the minute you feel crankiness, nix it. How do you nix it? You turn off switches, right? You have the remote control. You use some cosmic thrust oil, or you balance yourself with your chakra system, and you get yourself back juiced up again. Make sure your shield is on. And that'll help you with a lot. Because right now, as we are removing these all the 3D malevolent chemistry that is in a human body that just rides along with you, because we're still in 3D, so we're still acting that out. That's still in play. So we need to really work on shifting that and moving it out, because we're done with 3D. We don't want to play this game anymore, right? But in 3D, it has all of that misbehavior, we'll call it, that energy that doesn't allow you to move forward, Lord Hilarion says. Yes, doesn't chime in much. That doesn't allow you to move forward, that keeps you stuck in that 3D pattern of behavior. So you want to shift it. So it's different than I'm talking about when you get cranky and you're tired at the end of the day. This is holding on to crankiness within your paradigm of who you are. I don't like so-and-so. I think she's just... Now that's 3D, right? So we don't want to be doing that at all. We want to use our light to shift our energy and use our heart breath to move out of that 3D judgment. I cannot like you and not judge you for who you are. Do you see what I mean? In other words, I don't have to judge you that I don't like you. I just don't like you. I don't care. I don't really give a doggone, you see? And that's the difference. You can be whoever you want to be and do whatever you want to do. It has no effect on me at all. I don't care. Just the same way, I would not choose to go to a bar, but I don't judge everyone who goes to a bar. Do you see what I mean? You have to allow people to be who they are and do what they do. And that is the biggest way for you to move through 3D and into 5D, because we can't carry judgment with us to 5D. So all of this ancestral 3D behavior needs to be dissolved through our light. And that's what we're doing. And we've been working an awful lot on it through these weekly connections, and we'll continue to do that as well. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to move that out of our energy field today and bring us closer and closer into, see, when we say we dissolve the 3D ancestral behavior in our DNA, we don't remove it. We just close it up. When we take something out of your aura, we put it in a pretty little box. I see it as a white box with a sprinkly little pretty white bow, and we put it in your Akasha. That 3D behavior stays in your Akashic record, stays in that DNA, but in a pretty little box, no longer activated. The switch is off on 3D behavior. And that's what we really are trying to do and work on us every single day. And a lot of old stuff is coming up, and it's holiday time. So, a lot of family stuff comes up. And so this is a great time for a pop quiz to wear our shield, shift out that energy, do conscious use of power, and get rid of the stuff. Just get rid of it. Okay. So you might get pop quizzes, because that means that you're shifting out that old DNA structure. So we're moving it into that crystalline structure. So let's do it. Let's just do it. So we're going to bring that energy in from source, that lovely, yummy, yummy, sticky gold light, right? Honey-like light that comes from source. And that's the yin part of us, the yin coming down the front, filling up. I always fill my knees up because that gives me more energy, and then out my feet and into the earth. And the mother grabs on because she's so glad you're here. And we feel that energy of the mother, and we push ourselves a little farther down into the grid, which is her energy field. And we wrap ourselves around her energy field, and that energy comes up the back and joins into the source. So it comes around and around in an orbit, right? So we wear that orbit, that tether of light, that lasso, the golden lasso, and we wear it 24/7. And we make sure that we keep ourselves grounded and moving heaven and earth all the time, because that keeps us from getting into our ego mind and getting lost into the 3D paradigm. And then we bring it up, and it waterfalls out the top of our head with that essence of the mother in it. And we saturate all 12 auras. Again, if you want to know about the other 5, it's in the Star Child Remember book, which can be gotten online. Okay. So now we're wearing that golden light all through our auras. We're saturated in that golden light, which is nurturing and strengthening and protecting. So we want to have it all the time. And then we're going to take it and we're going to fill the well of the mother, which is just below the root. And we are getting stronger and stronger in the well of the mother, because we're feeling that energy now. We're feeling it so that we are becoming 5D, connecting to everything. And I'm going to take my ascension oil and put it right on my third eye and on my nose, because I like to smell it. And that's going to help us bring this energy in as we do this. And we're going to come up into the root aura. And this is where I was just talking about, where that little, we want that to be a little box with a beautiful bow on it. and we want to close off 3D behavior within us. It no longer serves you. It is malevolent and it is miscreated. I mean, not like this is a mistake, but it is a miscreation in that it's the ego serving itself and not self-serving love. So we want to move that out. All of our 3D behavior, when we want to go find them, we want to go search them out. And that's where pop quizzes are great, because they show you what you didn't see. And you get to respond as a 5D being, not a 3D being. And it's wonderful. Poof, gone, done with that. Put it in the box and let it go. So don't worry if you're having challenges lately. Say thank you, and it's fine. And you can get past it quickly. Do it very, very quickly. Okay. And then we're going to bring it into the sacral chakra, where we have all of those dictates that tell us what we think is right and what we think is wrong. We want to clear that away. And we want to know that love, kindness, and compassion are what rule 5D behavior. It's 5D behavior that responds from love, kindness, and compassion. And when you respond that way, you don't need a whole plethora of rules. You don't need a belief system or a dogma or something to tell you, you better do this or you're going to go to hell. That's not true. So we want to work so that we are responding from light, from a 5D character development. Okay, so now we're going to bring that into the conscious use of power, which sits on your spleen. And that's going to help you remove any conflict that you have, anything that comes to you. And when you're on 3D Earth, you do have stuff come to you. It's not the problem. I always say the master isn't someone who never has anything bad happen. The master is someone who knows what to do when something does happen. So that's what we're after. We're moving it and shifting it. We're not at that crystalline form yet, but we're very close. So then we move into the solar plexus and we push this out. And I love feeling the collective consciousness. I work within the collective consciousness all the time, constantly, to shift it and move it. And this is one of the main things that I came here to do. So as a star child, you want to push that energy into light and not get caught in the drama of 3D, not get caught in the cruddy stuff on the news. I actually deliberately watch the news every day, not because I want to get caught in the drama, because I'm observing the drama, and I'm just going to use my light to shift that drama. Just to light. I'm not making a decision what is right or wrong when I'm doing that. Not what I believe or what I think is right or think is wrong. So you don't have to do that. The light just does the job for you. And it's really nice. And then you do the heart. And let's bring our heart energy in and out. So we can share this in the collective consciousness, because it's through the heart that we transcend the mind. So we need to use this a lot, constantly, to bring it in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, release. 2, 3, 4, bring it on in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, and as you're holding it, let it just transcend all of your 3D-ness and blow it out, so that you can share that light with everyone, with the world, with all of humanity, that we can shift into light, crystalline beings. And then we bring it up into our conscious intention. This is so important, because this is where we manifest this world. Not believing in anything, knowing right action. So we bring it in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, release. 2, 3, 4, bring it in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, and release it. 2, 3, 4. One more time. In, 2, 3, 4. Manifesting exactly the light that we need and want. 2, 3, 4, and blowing it out. 2, 3, 4. And now in our throat chakra, that is all that we represent. We represent the light, and the light of and for humanity. As a light seed, this is our job. And we breathe it in, and whenever someone sees your light and they see your throat chakra, they see light. They see a light, loving, kind, compassionate person. And we bring it into our third eye because we know that we are doing our jobs as light seeds. We know that we are transcending the 5D DNA into mankind, that all of us become crystalline. And we shine that through our crown so that when people see you, they see your light. And you radiate that light lovingly. And the telepathic notch vibrates, gets tingly, because it's excited when you become more and more crystalline and more able to become a telepathic being. And we radiate that light all the way out 18 inches to our aura, saturating it with that gold light, making sure we keep the light up so there's no crankiness. And if you do, it's time to juice up. You bring that light up full tilt. And it works when you're tired. It's not like I'm too tired to light up. That's when you light up the most. And then you radiate that out so that people can munch and crunch that light. You are getting that first and biggest dose, right? So you're munching and crunching that light as well. And then anything I don't understand, I just empath. And then I understand. So no more judgment. So we can do our jobs as light seeds, as loving, kind, compassionate beings, shifting and changing all of those old 3D behaviors that were misformed in the air that are now completing forever. So you chose to be here because this is the greatest thing that's happened in cosmic history. So congratulations, and you're doing a great job. I love you, and I'll see you next week.